taking classes, and I'm taking classes. Associate of Arts, General Studies. And I'm close. I mean, I'm not going to say how close, but I don't want to jinx it. I have to just take one class each semester. I wouldn't to put too much pressure on my mind, because college is supposed to be fun, right?
Today I came to help him with this new machine that Andy got us.
If I would have gone with an advisor, I would have probably finished in the 4 years that it's recommended.
I see what you mean.
I would have probably either working somewhere else, or I'd be still pursuing my bachelor's probably. Favorite class was pottery with Donna Winchell, and my most interesting class was psychology and sociology with Miss Robinson, Nate Robinson. So the other ones were kind of hard.
You started as a work study, working for
Oh
me.
yeah, I started as a work study first.
Yeah, for me.
Down here for Cindy and Herman.
Jerry was my first
Just kidding.
work study.
I took welding, auto body, English, math.
All three of us started in this building.
And now he's in the plane, very good in plane.
Yes.
And I'm the only stubborn one who stayed here.
We have this cool new database. It's called Mango Language Learning Software, which you can access through our databases. And it's got over like 60 languages that you can access and have like online tutorials, kind of like a Rosetta Stone kind of thing. And we just got access to this, and Selena, my coworker, we were downstairs and we were learning pirate. That's actually one of the languages that you can learn. Ahoy matey, that means hello, my friend. Let's see. A fine gentleman o' fortune be ye. That means you're a fine pirate. The most influential book that I've ever read, and that's 100 Years of Solitude by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. And the language is so poetic and beautiful that every time I read like a certain sequence of words that are put together in that book, it's just like magic.
I read Blessed Be Ultima a long time ago, and I just read it again recently. It was familiar in a sense that my grandmother lived in a rural town, and it kind of hit home. After working as an assistant manager at Sonic, I decided it was time that I go to school. I have an associate's degree, and I'm working on my bachelor's degree. Coming back to school, getting another job, and starting over. It's close to home, I don't have to travel. Definitely finish high school. If you don't finish high school, come and get your GED. And after that, still pursue something else. High school diploma is great, but you need more nowadays than just a high school diploma. You need to get your associates, you need to get your bachelor's. It's more important now than ever. It's here in town. You can come here to college. It's never too late to start going to school or getting a new job.
Since I was young, I used to always like to read. Right now, I was reading the book about Mr. Friedman, the author is Friedman, and it's about basically it's about how the world is getting more economically in step with each other because of the technology that we have today. The computers and everything else, where there's more free trade among other countries. And that's why they say that the world is flat. Tom Sawyer, I've always loved Tom Sawyer. I've read some books that I can read 3 or 4 times, you know, and still get a good kick out of it. There's always good books. And I can relate with the students, no. Some of the students come and ask me, well, what do you think of this, Nacho? What do you think? And they hear me say it, and they say, wow, man, you really have a good ideas there, you know. I can always learn something every day, you know, and that's the way I like it.
We were in our groups, and the group had to say, what type of an animal are you? Or how do you see this person? What's their animal equivalent? Andy Romero called me a raccoon. And I was offended at first, but when he explained, and he said, you know, the mischievous part, not so much, he says, but you're not afraid to jump in. I love the movie It's a Wonderful Life, and how they have their little Bailey savings and loan place, and the big guys are always trying to take it over. And I think the population that we serve is very deserving of of completing or getting an education. And they may not be able to do that at some of the other big schools, or they may not afford the, to move out to Albuquerque or anywhere else. And then our roots, where our culture, we're very family oriented. And if you can stay around and help at the ranch, if you can stay around and help with your grandparents, your aunts, or whomever may need your help, then they deserve to have that close by and not have to disrupt their lives. Or, we help those people improve their way of life, and they still get to be around their family and loved ones. Even go on and become an accountant, or they want to go on and become a nurse, radiologist, whatever it may be. If they, then we're here to help them do that.
Yeah, they were walking out the door without finding what they needed to do. And I've been here 20 years, and we always try to help kids like that that are either lost or aren't able to find who they need to find to do what they needed to come do. I'm here to help the students also, not just work on the facilities. I don't know, I guess I got that from my grandpa. That's how he was. He'd see something wrong and he'd say, well, this isn't going right. And he always had this sense of trying to helping others. And I came to school here back in, first of all, in 82, I believe, and then in 92. And I know how I felt when I couldn't get the right person to talk to. So that's why I try to send people in the right direction to who they need to talk to. I took auto body in El Rito back in 82, I believe it was. And back then they had buses. There were buses over there. They had 2 full buses that would come from, one from Peñasco and one from Taos. I'd ride the bus from Embudo to over here, standing up. It was so full. And then from here to El Rito. And this place had a lot of students back then. We need the community to get educated to be able to survive. What's going to happen to this valley if there's nobody to be a mayor? Even something needs to change. And I think this is the place that can do that for this community. I've taken some computer classes, which I should be taking more, so I know a little more about them, because everything's going that route. Well, the more you're exposed to, the more you think about, I think college brings that out. I tried living away from this place, and it just wasn't for me. I mean, when I came back, it seemed to me like this was where I needed to be. This is where I belonged. I know a lot of people say you need to go out and see the world, and I mean, it's just not the same. I feel safe. I feel a sense of belonging. I like the place. I know a lot of people. We need to get kids in here that are interested, and not only get them in here, but finish what they come for. Yeah, I've been here so long that this place feels like home to me. I mean, that's how I act at my home. When you come to my house, it's yours.
We make magic. We're the food magic, the food fairies.
Yeah, we make magic. We make people happy. I enjoy coming to work. That makes us happy, that they enjoy our food.
Priscilla makes fabulous homemade bread. She's best known for her Parmesan encrusted garlic bread. But we're not just serving the people who come here to the college, but we serve the community here in El Rito. So these are our customers. Well, the phone starts ringing.
The phone starts ringing at about 10:30, 11, asking what's for lunch. And 11:30, 12, they come, they start rolling in.
The El Rito Kitchen received a grant for doing a renewable, sustainable kitchen last year. And with our new campus director, Melissa Velasquez, Melissa wanted to take this in a new direction, so it's an old cafeteria, but it's new ideas. So the new ideas are to make this a waste-free kitchen. And this is actually an organic resource dehydrator. So after the Last Supper, we can always dehydrate the food scraps and use them in the greenhouses.
We not only make delicious food, we make good compost. That's what it turns out to be. They're going to take it to the greenhouses to plant some food for us, some vegetables, tomatoes, lettuce. Sometimes it's not very nice to smell, but
as we're getting ready for the celebration of the Arrito alumni. This is 1953, and then we've got 1959, and then here's year 1966, and then we've got 1965 back here, and we've got 1969, and then we've got 1963, and we don't have them in order, 1962, and 1961. And with these pictures, they will be hung at the Alumni Hall. People come here, that came to school here, and they want to show maybe their grandkids or their great-grandkids. So we have a selection of the yearbooks, and it's just a blast to look at them. So here's probably one of the oldest yearbooks that we have on campus, which is 1947-48, and here is 1964. Born and raised here. My elementary school was behind here, and I just kind of always remembered following the marching band when they would go on practice, because my girlfriend and I wanted to be majorettes. So we would get sticks and we would walk around and follow the marching band and try to be a majorette. We didn't have a football team at Mesa Vista, so I never got to be
Do you feel bad about that?
a majorette. Well,
You feel cheated?
I feel cheated because I wanted to, but it was just, I don't know. And now that I talk to some of the girls that are coming for their alumni, and they were majorettes, they still remember me tagging along with them on the site, trying to be a majorette like the big girls.
Now it's demanding because of the change from my Northern New Mexico Community College. It changed over to a Northern New Mexico College. So that made a difference in everything. Classes got harder, teachers got more strict. I want to finish it out and pursue my education and see if I stay in school. Probably go for business right after I get my AA out of the way. But it's like you say, a semester at a time. So that's it for now.